as I talk about these three things, meeting face-to-face, social media, and thought leadership, I want you to be thinking of a funnel. What is the main reason for a funnel? I was hosting another event at some point, and I went to AutoZone and we bought 20 or 30 funnels, these big giant red funnels. And we got these 5-gallon buckets of water, and then we got these pints of water. And then what we ended up doing is asking people to, we didn't show the funnels. We asked them to pour things from one thing to the other. And what ended up happening is that as they try to get the pint out of the 5-gallon into a pint of water that was sitting in a 5-gallon bucket, to get that to be inside of the pint again. It was easy, getting the pint into the to the 5-gallon, but it wasn't as easy getting the 5-gallon into the pint. I said, is there anything that you think could help you? Is there anything you could think would support you so you stopped losing all of this water? So basically you stop losing your investors, you stop losing your clients left and right. What could help you to be able to make sure it gets into that pint? And somebody actually raised their hand and said funnel. And another person said, yeah, funnel. Funnel would be nice. Why didn't you bring funnels, Adam? And so I had my assistant pull out, I don't remember how many funnels we had, 20 or 30 of them, and started passing it around. Then we said, now try to get that water in there. And they were all able to do it. And what this funnel is doing is at the top of the funnel, it's wider. Okay. It's more open. That's the know part of the funnel, the most amount of people that know you. And down toward the bottom of the funnel, at the very, very bottom, that's the trust. Only the people that really, truly trust you are going to be working with you. And in the middle of the funnel, of course, it's the like. So at the top, know, and then in the middle, like, and then at the bottom, trust. Know, like, trust. So envision this funnel for a second with me and think of yourself trying to get that water from one place to another, or get your investors from one place to another. You need to build yourself a funnel. It has to be a know, like, trust funnel. When we're looking at a know, like, trust funnel, so you can have as many apple trees as you ever want, let's call that clients or passive investors, you need to have some sort of funnel. With that in mind, the top of the funnel is your thought leadership platform. Your thought leadership platform is what's going to help you to be in front of the most amount of people so that they at least know who you are. The second part of your funnel is your social media. The social media is that part where they have to decide if they like you or not. And at the bottom of the funnel toward the trust is meeting in person or meeting face-to-face if you're online. As people go through this, as people go to your thought leadership platform, they will be able to know who you are and then like and then trust. Give you an example of this funnel. So I was raising equity as well. I was raising private money from passive investors to be able to buy real estate. And we still own a couple of those. We're working to sell them in the year 2025. And so we've got a couple more buildings left. We want to sell them in 2025. Point is, when we did our know, like, trust funnel, on our highest amount, we had 6,000 and some odd people on our total email list. I'm not exactly sure how many people knew my name or know my name, right? I don't know the amount, but people that had subscribed specifically to be on our email list was about 6,000. Not a lot. We weren't having millions like a lot of other people do, but we had certainly more than a lot of people that might only have 100 or 1,000. So that was the people that kind of know us. The people that know us are at the top of the funnel. And now think, what was that like? How many people liked us? And that is how many people were willing to do something a little bit deeper. And in this case, it was that we had a list of passive investors that said that not only do I want to get your content, but these 700 people, barely more than, let's call it 12-ish% of 6,000. 700 and I think it was 742, if I'm not mistaken. 700 and something people said, I don't just want to get your content, but I want to be involved in your next deal. I would like to be involved in the next deal that you close, Adam. 700 plus people volunteered for that. And then if we look at the amount of people that actually invested, we had about 60 total passive investors on our that had literally given us money. So from 6,000 down to 700 down to 6D. Same thing with this podcast. the podcast on podcasting. So we have several thousand people that listen. And then as far as the amount of people that are on the list is lower than that, maybe about 12%. And then the amount of actual clients that we have worked with, it's less than 200. So it's 100 and something people have actually taken the step to say, not only do I want to, listen to your podcast, thousands, but I also want to work with you. And that ends up being somewhere above 100 to 200, right? Between 1 and 200 people. So be thinking about that. Not every single person is going to be your absolute perfect person. It might not be right for everybody. They might be wanting to get the content, but not have the money yet. It's going to be a smaller amount. So you need to be thinking about this as a funnel. Know, like, and trust.